Hi Scorpio, it's your honest homegirl Keisha Neek, and this is your intuitive timeless reading. So when you see this reading is for you. Take only what resonates with you, and what does not resonate, leave for another healing homie, because again, these messages are for the collective. With that said, let's jump into your intuitive reading. Scorpio, I feel like a lot of you guys may be doing a lot of praying, okay? Giving a lot of offerings to your ancestors. I do see you like sitting in front of your ancestors' altar and talking with them. I do see you talking about like your love life and when you're going to meet the right person and, when is love going to come in for you. And it's like they're trying to tell you that, one, you have to continue to stay in your divine feminine energy, okay? You have to embody that. You don't have to always be in your masculine energy, because I feel like a lot of you have been in your, and then here goes a monarch butterfly flying around right now. You may have been in this masculine energy for far too long, where it's like you had to do everything yourself. You had to fight battles by yourself. You had to fight your own demons by yourself. It's like you had to do everything by yourself, basically protecting yourself, providing for yourself. And it's like when people come into your life to make your life easier, accept it, Scorpio, okay? You have to learn to accept that. You have to learn to let people help you as well. It's okay, because if you want someone to treat you like the empress that you are, okay, well, they want you to act like it. If you date men, you think a man wants to date another man? I mean, unless, they're into men. But if you're looking to have a man in your life, that man wants to be that manly man for you. But you have to allow them to be that way, Scorpio. You can't sit there and say, I got it, I got it, I got it. I'm the independent woman. I got it, I got it. No. Same thing for my men, Scorpios. You want to sit there and attract the divine feminine. You want to have this empress, the person that's going to bear your children type of energy. You have to put yourself in that position to be able to provide and protect for her. You get what I'm saying? A lot of you guys have a lot of tunnel vision at this time. All right. You're doing what it is that you need to do for yourself. You guys are leaders. You guys could work in the financial district, or I don't know, that isn't that in Manhattan? Some of you could work in the financial district in Manhattan, or you just work in finances somehow. For some of you, you guys, I'm seeing too that you know how they the people that make the concepts for videos and shoots and scenes and things like that. Like I see like you being a visionary type of person. I'm also in the song, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Yeah, you guys are different. Like you guys do things differently, and that's what is unique about you, okay? And that's what's going to attract the people that really love you for who you are. I do feel too you're learning how to have healthy boundaries with people. You may started to date again. You are also learning how to balance out the masculine and feminine energies within yourself. You may have options at this time too, Scorpio. Like people, because you started being in your divine feminine energy, you got people out the woodworks coming towards you, whether you're male or female, all right? It's like you are learning to love yourself more. So by you loving yourself more and you having your healthy boundaries and your standards, you're attracting people to you. They see the glow within you. Even if you don't think you're glowing, they feel that energy. It's like you is just pulling it towards you, baby. For some of you too, you do have someone that wants to see you, or you may want to go come and see them. I do feel too another major thing that is kind of, I don't think it's a blockage, but it's something more that you need to be aware of and to continue to work on, is your relationship with your father. Okay, whether you're male or female, whatever you experience with your father, whatever. Why does that tree look like there's a fucking snake? But it's not a snake. It's like a carving of like a snake in this tree. Some of you may have thought that your father was a snake, that your father, didn't have the best intentions for you. Your father could have hurt, harmed, or injured you in any way, shape, or form, whether they was, like emotionally unavailable for you when you needed them. Because even with men have to understand that they have to, like boys growing up with their fathers, they have to also have that energy of you know, having them fatherly talks and, you know, being emotionally available to where it's like, if a boy is hurt, his feelings are hurt and things like that, he should be able to go to his dad and express that to them without them saying, oh, you don't, men don't cry, boys don't cry type of energy. You get what I'm saying? It's like you may not have had that growing up, okay? And that kind of like put a rift in between your relationship with your father. And this could go for females too, you know, like it was like your father was more like, you had the energy like your father was out to get you versus like being there for you. But I feel like deep down inside, like all they were trying to do was to protect you from other snakes. So it's like, how else could they teach you how to protect yourself from being around other snakes if they weren't a snake towards you too? You get what I'm saying? Like, even with me, for example, like my dad really wasn't emotionally available for me because all he did was work all the time. But he taught me how to deal with emotionally unavailable people. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you have to start looking at the bad aspects of what your father may have done towards you as a benefit, as a good thing, because from a healed perspective, they prepared you for other people in the real world, whether you like to admit it or not. Because I do feel too, like your personal power increases as you heal your father related issues. Okay. You may be going to your ancestor altar and asking your ancestors, you know, what's going on? How can I work on this? How can I do some ancestral healing? If your father has passed away, you could be talking to them at at an altar, or, you know, they may be in your ancestor altar, or you may need to add them to your ancestor altar so that y'all guys can start communicating and bonding spiritually with one another. And it's like, you guys really need to start to trust this process, because even though things may not feel as if things are going the way that you need them to go, they are. Okay. You just have to walk out on faith and know that you are going to make it. You're going to get across that bridge. You're going to find the love of your life. You're going to sit there and balance out the masculine and feminine energies within you. You're going to sit there and do what it is that you need to do for yourself. I do feel too, a lot of you guys, you could be dealing with someone that is a Taurus or a Libra, or you may have these in your chart somewhere. Okay. I do feel too that be mindful of being fertile at this time as well, especially if you don't want to have any incidences where you find out you're pregnant, okay? Because motherhood is in my mind. For others of you, you could be giving birth to a child, so congratulations to you. And for some of you, this could also just be like a project, something that you really love to do, something that you've always wanted to create. And, you know, you have to trust that everything is working out like it needs to, okay? Now, with that being said, welcome to my new healing homies. Welcome to my channel. Returning gang, what's up? How are you? How I do my readings, I do your intuitive message first. So if you resonated with that intuitive reading, definitely hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the share button. It definitely helps my channel to grow, and I really appreciate you guys for it. That's all I ask of you. And the next thing that I do in my readings, I get into the divine feminine, then the divine masculine aspect of your zodiac sign, because we do embody both energies. And then at the very end, I do random messages where we get into the tea of how your person thinks of you, or the person that's on your mind, or how you may think of them, however it resonates. And then, you know, we get some oracle messages and some homegirl advice at the end as well. I am open for personal readings, so if you do need a personal reading from me, all that information is in the description box below. And if you're on Instagram, check your girl out, because I do zodiac horoscopes, daily root awakenings, and collective readings that are live on Instagram at The Honest Homegirl. So with that said, let's jump into your divine feminine aspect of yourselves. Okay. Somebody may think you're unforgettable, or somebody in your life is unforgettable, like you'll never forget this person. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, so somebody wants to have fun. Somebody's probably playing the field at this time. Some of you, you may be game creators, or you're creating a game, okay? I feel like this is something that You're going to get a lucky break. So if you're like a gamer and you, because I don't know if you're like in a competition, okay? You know how some people, they be playing them games, but they be in competitions with people like all over the world type of energy. Like, I feel like you're going to get a lucky break with that. Some of you are learning karmic lessons at this time about playing games with people, like having multiple options and choices, okay? You could have been playing games and you changed your partner because there was a lesson that you needed to learn with someone else. So like, say for instance, you was playing the field and you ended up being with somebody else. You ended up with that person because there was a lesson that you needed to learn. For some of you, if you are playing games right now and you have a third-party situation going on, and this is for people that are in committed relationships, okay? You're being warned that there is a karmic lesson that you will learn from this situation, okay? Let's see what else is going on. This could also be happening to your partner too. Like if they were playing games with you, oh, they're going to learn a karmic lesson for playing them games. I'm not talking to singles, because singles, you could date whoever the hell you want to date, okay? For some of you, your karmic lesson is not a bad thing. Your karmic lesson is for you to go out there and play the field so that you're not just settling, okay? Like, you don't just settle for whoever just comes, you don't put all your eggs in one basket, all right? Let's see what else is going on. Okay, so some of you guys are definitely kind of isolating yourself from the world, okay? You're not trying to deal with people at this time, because I feel like you're trying to tap into your creative energy. You're working on yourselves. Okay, that's what it is. There's transformation. This is you, Scorpio. Okay, you may be going through an ego death at this time, a death and a rebirth phase again. So it's like, in order for you to grow and in order for you to expand, you have to take away your energy from people so that you can be reborn again. You're going in hermit, like super hermit mode, where you're focused on what you need to focus on. You could have been playing games with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, male. I think your ancestors may have sent this person your way to kind of like entertain you, to have fun with. I'm just seeing like fun. Like, just allow people to take you out. Allow yourself to just go out on dates, type of energy. I feel like they brought this fire sign in your life so that you could kind of like get some fire up underneath your ass, This could also be you playing games with not having tunnel vision on what it is that you know that you need to get done. And it's like your ancestors is like, there's no more time for you to be playing games right now. You're a natural born leader. You got things to do. You got things to create. Stop sleeping on yourself type of energy. I do see your ancestors needing you to let bygones be bygones. You need to transform again from whatever's happened in your past. I feel like with this, because if you notice, there's like a 4 upside down. So your foundation could have been cracked or turned upside down in some way, shape, or form. But they want you to know that whatever happened in the past with your foundation, that was to make you stronger. It was to build resilience, strength, courage, faith. They want you to know too, certain things had to happen and transpire in your life for you to meet your divine counterpart. Like, you weren't meeting this person until whatever happened in your life had to happen in your life. Like, that was God's plan. Whether you wanted it was good or bad, it was, because there is a female here, a mother figure, a grandmother, an aunt, a adopted mother. Someone passed over. They transitioned over in the past. But it's like that had to happen for you to have this death and rebirth within you, to bring this person into your life, whether they're your divine counterpart or not. It's like there's this divine masculine that you're supposed to meet that's going to bring change, balance, abundance into your life. This could be a business partner. This doesn't have to necessarily be love. This could be a woman as well, okay? I do feel, too, there's some past things that's in your skeleton closet that may be reappearing, but this is for you to heal. You may also be finding something out about your parents that you had no idea. Like you may be finding out some skeletons that your parents had in their closet. And you know how they say if the parent doesn't heal from certain traumas, that those traumas get passed on to their children, and then they have to heal those traumas. Like I feel like something that you're going through, you're going to realize that that wasn't your trauma. That was your parents' trauma. That was something that was in their skeleton closet, and you had to transform through it. You had to heal through it. You had to basically break that karmic cycle, because your mother couldn't do it. She didn't do it before she passed away. Or your grandmother. Or this could have been a generational curse that happened to all the women in your family. But you're the one that's been chosen to sit there and break that curse. Yeah, a lot of you guys, you don't have time to be entertaining the past. I feel like you've withdrawn yourself from people that have played games with you in the past. You're like, if you played games with me, stop playing with me. Like, I'm not the one anymore. Like, you blocked these people. You don't exist anymore in these people's lives. Like, you really are like random person texting you and it's like, who's this? Because you done deleted their number out your phone. Y'all funny as hell, Scorpio. I do feel too that your ancestors want you to know that it's okay to withdraw from society for a little while, not forever, okay? Because there's a turning point that's going to happen for you. So make sure you don't sit there and trap yourself in the house for far too long. Give yourself like a week to do something, you know, get yourself in order, stay away from others, be within your own energy, but take yourself back out there because you ain't supposed to be hiding. Okay, Scorpio? You ain't supposed to be hiding. You could do all the deep meditations, the soul searching, the inner reflection, all you want, but you got to come back outside. Okay? Give yourself 3 days, three weeks of doing something that you need to do for yourself. But after that, you got to come back outside, baby. Okay? You got to come back outside. They don't want you sitting there getting so caught up in whatever it is that you doing that it becomes toxic, okay? Because you know how y'all could go deep down a damn rabbit hole, Scorpio, and we not about to go there, okay? You got to pull your ass up out of the hole, come back outside, and then you can go back in your little hole, in your little cave, your little whatever. I don't know why I just wanted to say bat cave. Some of y'all got like a bat cave or a man's cave or what they call that thing that the guys be having, or your she shed or whatever. You got like a little secret hideaway spot somewhere that you over there in, and it's like, come back outside eventually. Like, don't you stay down there in the dark, going down the damn dark ass rabbit hole. Don't keep doing that, because it can become toxic, okay? And too much of anything can be detrimental to you. But let's look at the divine masculine aspect of yourself. Okay, some of you have a daughter under the age of 7, or you could be around like a niece, okay? There's a lot of personal growth here. You may be learning something from this little girl. She's that's crazy because I said under the age of 7, right? Yeah, so this little girl could be 7, under the age of 7, all right? You could be teaching her things, or this is like a reflection of your inner child here and you don't even know it. You may have a soul connection with this little girl, and this little girl is saying certain things to you, and it's like, what? Like, you could be going through a lot, and this little girl just say something random to you, and you're like, what? This could be a granddaughter too. And you're like, yo, those were the answers to my prayers just now, because remember, these little kids are your ancestors coming back. And she's saying something to you, okay? To help you to help you change, to help you grow, to help you go through whatever it is that you're going through. She could have just randomly came up to you and gave you a hug, and it's like that's all you needed, okay? Or she may came up with an idea, something that's going to create some type of money. I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, I feel like this little girl, it solves your problems. Like whatever negative things you were dealing with, okay? It's like this little girl solves those problems for you to allow things to move forward in your life. I'm going to tell you right now, being a daycare provider, my babies gave me rude awakenings all the time. Because it's like they have the simplest answer to the worst case scenarios. And you're like, why didn't I think of that? Like, did a 7-year-old really sit there and just set me free from something? The 7-year-old could be telling you to stop thinking so negatively, or teaching you how to just be happy and in the present moment and to learn to let things go. Something could have happened to you when you were 7 years old that was negatively impacted on to, like something happened to you when you were like 7. And it's like, you know how we embody the divine masculine and feminine parts of ourselves, even as children. I feel like the divine feminine part of yourself, something happened to you when you were 7 years old that kind of blocked off that divine feminine energy within you. Yeah, you're something with your father, or something with this little girl's father. Some of you, you may have needed your father, or your father may have walked out of your life when you were 7 for some odd reason. This father could have stopped giving your mom money for you when you were that young. It's like they were absent and you had to learn how to be a man at a very early age. You had to learn how to fend for yourself at a very early age. You had to learn at the age of 7 how to not live with your father, even if they could have passed away when you were 7 or just literally walked out of your life. Some of you don't even know your father. And you may have had a lot of challenges growing up when it came to finances, when it came to, being able to balance out your masculine and feminine energies, to obtain abundance, you didn't have someone to really show you the ropes. It was like you were thrown out to the damn wolves in the forest somewhere, and it was like you need to come out alive on your own. But I do feel like what it did was it allowed you to have this energy of, learning how to attract things, learning how to be patient, learning how to be a confident person within yourself. It's allowed you to grow. So remember when I was saying in your intuitive message, like whatever happened to you with your father, even though it could have been a bad situation, even though they may not have been in your life the way that you needed them to, they taught you how to deal with people like them, because there are people like that in the world. Like they prepared you for that type of energy, whether you like to admit it or not, okay? I'm seeing too, like maybe your father was just cheap. They could have been just cheap. For some of you, your father gave you everything as a child, but then as you got older, it was like, not anymore. Some of you could be entertaining the father of your children at this time, especially if they're a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. For some of you, it's like you have to be the mother and the father of your children. Because I do see here too, like, if you are a father, like you're having fun or spending money on your daughter as well, like being the father, again, that, you never had. Work could be taking you away from your children. Work could be definitely taking you away from your kids. You may need to take a vacation and just, even if it's like a week, take a week off and go just be a dad to your kids. Make breakfast with them, take them to the park, okay? It's like make time for them, okay? You have to make time for them. I do see too, like, yeah, see, secrets are being revealed about your family, okay? About your foundation. And we have the little boy and the little girl. So this is definitely like your masculine and feminine energies within yourself. Like, if you have daughters, they are literally your inner child when it comes to like your emotions, when it comes to your how you feel inside and things like that. And I see like they just want to have fun with you, especially if you work a lot. You need to take a week off from work just to entertain your kids, just to be with your kids. Some of you may be trying to teach your teenage son, or like you may have a son that's like 19 going into like their 20s, and they may be having a difficult time at this time, and they may need you more so than ever. Or this could just be someone, you know, like a family member that may need you, and you're like a mentor to them. I do see here too, like, no matter what goes on, it's like you're the stability and security in a lot of people's lives. Some of you are also entertaining the idea of being with a younger male. Like, so if you're a female, like an alpha female, you like dating and entertaining younger people because of the control factor that you have, and you're starting to realize that. You're realizing that's the only reason why you're entertaining younger men, because it's like a control factor for you. And that's something that is unhealthy, something that you need to work on. Some of you are realizing a negative situation wasn't meant to last forever. I'm seeing too, you're realizing that what your daughters need from you is for you to be home a lot more. So you're going to have to figure out a way where you can be at home more with them. I do feel too like you're really working on it's like, how do I say this? It's like you guys are working on, y'all are trying to manifest something. Y'all are really trying hard to manifest something. Some of you, you're realizing that you got gifts. These gifts it's like a lineage thing for some of you Scorpios. Like these psychic abilities, you know, your intuition and these spiritual experiences that you're having. Like, this is something there's like 4 people in your family that have these gifts like you. Or it's like you're the 4th generation of witches, or the 4th generation of whoever. Like, I don't know, maybe only 4 generations obtained these gifts, these powers to see. I don't know what that's about. Some of you were supposed to be a twin. Like, for some reason, like, only a daughter made it. Or this little girl that's in your life, she was supposed to be a twin and may have lost her twin brother at the age of 7. Or it could have even been 2 boys and one was supposed to be gay, but I don't know. I do feel too like you're eliminating your spending, because you may have been going out a little too much. So that's probably why you're withdrawing from society. You're like, listen, I've been playing a little too much and I need to get serious again. But again, you got to remember work-life balance. So if you withdrawing yourself from, hanging out too much because you need to get back to work, okay, we'll get back to work, but make sure you're having fun at work, okay? Make sure you're listening to music, making sure, you're having fun while you work, okay? Even though you're not actually going out spending money because you're trying to save more, but make sure you're having fun at work too. Some of you may be leaving a certain job. Again, with this younger person that you're dealing with, it's like whoever you're entertaining is like you're seeing something. You could be having visions. Don't be spying on people. It's like you're trying to tap into someone's energy. If you don't have that person's consent, that's going to backfire on you. Don't be trying to tap into people's energy. Because this person could be a 4th generational witch or something, and they may see that that's what you're doing, and that may backfire on you. So be careful with that. They may cause some harm, some pain, something to... But let's sit there and see what is going on with your person, Scorpio. What is the tea on them? It got kind of dark outside. The sun went away, so I could be, some of y'all dark-sided Scorpios, y'all better be careful. Yeah, risky, okay? You taking a risk, Scorpio. Yes, you are, all right? Don't do it. And then, I'm sorry, okay? You could be telling this person you sorry for doing that. Not good enough. Suffering in silence. I made a mistake. Hey, big head text messages. I'm posted up where you found me. It's a green light. Someone could be from New York. I should have seen the signs. You can't replace me. Threesome with you, and don't take it personal. So Scorpio, I don't know what y'all guys got going on, but okay, this could be messages you may want to say to this person or them to you. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, I'm going to see the lady, LOL. Okay, so somebody sit there is going to go to the therapist, okay? Or this is you needing to go, telling somebody that. It says music for manifestation. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. Didn't I tell you guys, have fun while you work? Okay, like me, I always have music playing in the background. Okay, I always have music playing in the background because it keeps me motivated. It keeps me going to get my job done. And with me suffering from ADHD, I procrastinate a lot, but this is why I have to turn like my cell phone off, put it on do not disturb, because if not, I will get caught up in everything else than what I need to do. We have sanctuary and joy. So right now, some of you are having a lot of fun just being by yourself in your own little sanctuary. But at the same time, Spirit's like, continue to be spontaneous, And, just pop back out like I'm outside just for the night, but now I gotta go back inside, okay? Type of energy, don't stay stuck there, okay? We have the willpower to do it for your homegirl advice. We also have hot yoga could be a good thing for you. It says, will it matter in 3 years? Love spells are for self-love. So Scorpio, if you're over here trying to do love spells, that's going to backfire on you, because you should only be messing with your own willpower unless you are getting in a committed relationship with somebody and y'all both over here committed to putting a love spell on each other so that nothing happens to your relationship. That's different, but that's both parties consenting to it, because people don't learn. You're going to learn today. All the answers are within you, and plant therapy And then we have pay attention to the signs, bitch. Okay? Pay attention. But Scorpio, that was your reading. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time.